Hey y'all, I'm LEGO Rob and I hope you're all doing great. So in this video we'll be taking a look at set number 75810 and it is the Stranger Things The Upside Down. So this set retails for 350 Aussie dollary dues and it contains 2,287 pieces. So let's take a quick look at the box first. So this set is part of the 16 Plus collection, but I'm pretty sure it was released prior to the 18 Plus collection being introduced by LEGO, as I'm sure this would also be an 18 Plus set if it came out slightly later, as this is also more of a display piece rather than an interactive set. On the back we see all the minifigs included, and there are 8 in total. We can also see the dimensions of this set, and it is 44.6 centimeters or 17.5 inches wide, and 32.8 centimeters or 13 inches tall. We can also see some of the scenes and where some of the minifigs can be placed. Also we can see that this set contains the Holy Light Brick. You know when a set contains the light brick, it's going to be awesome. Or maybe that's just my opinion. So now I'll crack it open, assemble it, and come back and give you my thoughts on it. So here is the finished set and it looks pretty damn cool. It's much bigger and heavier than I thought it would be. It took me about 7 hours to assemble and I did it over 3 nights, just taking my sweet ass time with it, as usual. So first of all, let's take a quick look at the minifigs and then we'll have a squiz at the main build. So we get Will, Mike, Lucas, Dustin, Sheriff Hopper, Joyce, and 11 with her Eggos. And finally, we get the Demogorgon, which I have to say looks amazing. The torso and leg print is awesome as well as the custom mold for its legs and headpiece. My favourite minifig here being Dustin. The resemblance is uncanny. It looks just like Dustin from the TV show with his toothless smile and shaggy hair. You also get the minifig stand with the Stranger Things sticker just in case you forget what this set is based on. But I find this thing strange, as it only accommodates 4 minifigs and not all 8. The first part of this build is Hopper's police car and it sits proudly on the front of the set. It is not to scale, but being larger and being a prominent feature, it takes your focus away from the main build. This is a good thing because without it the set would look a little bit too symmetrical and a little bit boring, as it is basically the same build but in different colour scheme. Also, the car is detachable and it can be used separately if you so choose. It looks quite cool as a LEGO vehicle with a nice amount of detail for such a small car. It even has a pumpkin in the boot. Now moving on to the house itself, I really like this cabin looking house. Me growing up in the 90s and watching old horror films, it reminded me of that typical cabin in the woods kind of house. And as I was making this set, in the instructions it actually says that the house in the TV show was based off of the cabin in the Evil Dead movie. And now that I know it, I just can't unsee it. For me, this is the Evil Dead cabin from now on. I'm actually considering getting another set and making an Evil Dead mock. But overall, I think it looks great with all of its details, with the couch at the front to the little Evil Dead swing. So this set looks great from the front, but most of the magic happens on the back. So this house is basically divided into the main lounge room, where most of the action happens in a TV show, as well as Will's room. It however is very small, but they sure crammed it full of detail. From his bed, to the desk with all the lamps, to the little stereo. I also really like this little shark poster, which is obviously supposed to be Jaws, but LEGO couldn't use it due to licensing. The main lounge room is great with the giant alphabet sticker on the wall, which allows Will to communicate with his mother. And this is where the light brick comes into play. When you push it, it illuminates all the letters. In the TV show, it was the Christmas lights, but we do still however get the Christmas lights as part of the set, so it is very accurate. It also includes a few little details such as the bear trap in the middle of the lounge room, to the axe hiding just behind the door. And finally, we get a bit of an attic where we can see the Dungeons and Dragons board game with a wizard hat, as well as a camcorder hiding in the other corner. So even though this set is relatively small, it is however jam-packed full of details from the show. So now flipping this set upside down, and speaking of flipping it over, I do have to mention that this thing is very solid. It is anchored by all these ball and socket parts, which make it extremely sturdy. As you can see, I can flip it with force and nothing budges. I really like that. Some sets are really difficult to pick up and transport with the fear of them coming apart on you, but this one has no such issues. The other side of the set is practically the same as the opposing side, but in a different, more sinister colour scheme. We practically get the same things included, but this time they are overgrown with this toxic biological matter, which is really cool. I really like the use of these tree branch parts in this dark blue colour. I personally really like how this side looks, but then again I am a huge horror fan, so maybe I'm just generally drawn towards the horror aspect of it more. And the last part of the build are these trees/stands. I think these took the longest time to assemble, as they are made up of very small parts interlocking in such a way to make them super sturdy and be able to support the whole thing without them coming apart. So overall, I'm very impressed with this set, and I'm quite pleased that LEGO tackled a set based on an adult TV show. So clearly they do have the older audiences in mind. On that note, I would personally love to see more sets based on adult TV shows/movies. Will we ever see a Xenomorph from Alien? I certainly hope so. So that is my review of set number 75810, The Stranger Things The Upside Down. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please consider subscribing, and I'll catch you next time. Bye!